welcome to Grandma Green Artist Stories. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yay! So today we have Nanshii with us today, and you are a very special guest to me because for those who don't know, Nanshii is the person who inspired me to start markets. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start off with an icebreaker. What would you kiss, marry, and kill? Noodles, rice, or bread?
I'll kiss bread, marry noodles, and kill rice. Yeah.
So noodles your favorite?
I love noodles. Yeah.
What's your favorite type of noodles?
I do like ramen, but I really like byang noodles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then I just love like the chewy texture.
Yes.
And then like I think it's a bit of a tradition with like any sort of market or con.
Yeah.
One of the nights after, we'll always go get byang noodles in the city.
Yeah.
So like I usually like out of those three, I have a craving most for noodles because I guess at home I'm always eating rice.
Right.
So I feel like I could just cut that out. Noodles is like what I sort of would want all the time.
Gotcha.
I do love bread. So I think you mentioned like you like sweet breads and there's like baguettes, bun mi obviously as well.
So many different types, right?
Different types.
Yeah.
Bread would be great as well, but like I wouldn't like it as much as like having noodles every day. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, damn. We ordered so much bread today.
Oh, really?
Should have ordered you a ramen today.
Nah.
I did ramen too.
I like
at the
bread
cafe.
too.
Okay. That's good. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that. So we're going to start off with the first question. Tell me about your journey as an artist from the very, very beginning.
From the very, very beginning.
Yeah. I know you were telling me a little bit about it in the car, but yeah.
Yeah. So I've always liked drawing. So as a kid in primary school, just like doodle little things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I had a friend that was really into like drawing. She like had a sister who did graphic design and stuff, and we were both like really into like anime, I guess. So we would draw a lot of little anime sort of things in primary school. So like she was like already into like digital art. We had like DeviantArts and things like that. So like I would like love following like in her footsteps. So we would like draw together. So it was like nice sort of bonding time.
Yeah.
And then like throughout high school I'd be like on and off with drawing, so like I'd like to like draw things and then I'd pause, and then like throughout high school a lot of people were like, oh, your drawings are so good and things like that, so that sort of motivated me more. Probably had like heaps of different Deviant accounts throughout high school, but then I guess in uni that's when I started being on like Instagram. Like my first Instagram account was, I guess, more anime sort of art. But anime is like a lot of effort to draw like people.
Yes.
People are hard to draw. So I was sort of never, I guess, fully satisfied with my sort of skill level in drawing sort of anime things. So I also had like a break in between. And then I think I made a second Instagram account trying to get back into anime drawing. But then that fell off as well. And then I think with COVID and then me just like seeing a lot of other artists on Instagram, and then I would like splurge a lot buying people's like stickers and prints and things like that on like Etsy and like their websites. So I was just like, oh, maybe I should try just drawing like little more simpler cute things, just the things I like. So that's when I started my account, Nanshii Studios. And that was sort of just like within COVID, just after COVID. And then I think I just started drawing like a penguin with a piece of food, because penguins are like my favorite animal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I'm a foodie at heart, so I like drawing food. So I just like get a reference picture of like a food and then just draw it with the penguin next to it, doing little things. And I just like made it a thing to try draw like sort of every day and post every day. So that was like the start of Nanshii Studios, drawing just a little penguin with its food. And then obviously I draw like a lot of sort of things I like, so fan art as well. So I really love Pokemon. So I started like a series where it was a Pokemon and then it had like a little food on its head. So I was just like just combining the two things I like really love. And then that really just got me going, popped off on Instagram, and it was just like, whoa, people actually like my art. So it's just like, I grew heaps then, and I'm just like, this is actually crazy. People are actually like seeing my stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, that was like pretty much the start of Nanshii Studios. And then obviously I was buying from people, and I'm like, maybe I should start my own little sort of sticker shop as well.
Yes.
And like, I didn't really know about like getting it produced from other sort of places.
Yeah.
I sort of saw like someone with a video with like a cricket or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have money, I'll buy a cricket myself.
Yes.
And then it was like figuring out, there's heaps of like videos and things online, so I'm just like, I'll just follow those, figure out how to make my own stickers, and
Yeah.
then started making them. And then I opened up like a little online store, got like a few orders. I'm like, oh, people actually like want my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like sending it off to like other places in Australia, and then like America as well. I'm like, what, people in America have my little designs? And I'm just like, oh, this is such a like a nice feeling. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, people actually would want to have my art physically.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like 2022 when I heard of Mellow to begin with. They had their little like first market. Like I heard about it like, I don't remember if it's like I got a message or I just saw the account that applications were open. But I sort of was on the fence about applying or not. I'm like, oh, should I actually go out and do like an actual market? Like, even though I had an online store and people did buy a few things, I'm like, oh, will people in person actually buy my stuff? So
Yeah.
I was like super worried about that. I like, to the point where I just psyched myself out. Did not apply at all for the very first Mellow. But I don't know what sort of convinced me for the Mellow Christmas in 2022. I think I was like still like on the fence about it.
Yeah.
But obviously, like I asked my partner and stuff. He said, "Why not just go for it?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll just apply and see how it goes." And I got in. Yeah, and that was my first market. They had told me I had a half table, so I was like for doing a table mock up with a half table. I didn't have a table at home, so I literally cut a piece of cardboard out. That was the size of the table, and like put it on the ground, and I was like doing my little setup for a half table. But when I actually got to the place on the day, they actually had a full table for me.
Oh my gosh.
And I think you had like a similar experience as well.
I did too, yeah.
And I'm like, what is this table?
Now I've got to fill this table
yeah,
up.
I was just like spreading it all out. I'm like, this is so much space. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
But I was able to like fill up the table.
Yeah.
We weren't on the main floor. We were like on the like top floor. It was at I think the QV Women's Centre in sort of Melbourne. We were on the top floor, but we're like the first table in to that floor. So we were just like, oh, this is not too bad of a position. Hopefully people like come up. But apparently there were like lines and things like that. And then when I heard about that, I'm like, oh, wow, it's a bit crazy. And then the market happened, and like it was such a good experience meeting all these people. There's like people just buying my stuff, and I'm like, this is crazy. Sometimes I'm just thinking like, I still feel like an imposter sometimes, because I'm just like, I do this art and then like people are actually buying all this stuff, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then there was even like a person, I had like all the stickers of my Pokemon, and then there's a person who was just like, can I get one of each of the Pokemon? And that's like my biggest sale yet. And I'm like, when he said it, I'm like,
I'm sorry, what? Say that again?
One of each? What do you mean? Oh, back then we didn't have this square set up sort of properly. We were like writing down our transactions in a little book as well.
Old school.
Yeah, like super old school. Each transaction we like wrote it down so we knew what was like selling.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't know like how to set up the square properly, but like I just did that. But then like after that experience, Mello was just so like friendly. They were so supportive of everything, and it's just like, maybe I can do this. I think in 2023 I actually went interstate. So to Sydney. First interstate one was Hugh in Sydney. So went interstate. I wasn't too worried because my brother actually lives in Sydney here. Yeah. So accommodation was sort of sorted. We'll just have to pay for like the flights really. And then so I wasn't really sort of worried about expenses and stuff. So I just went for it. And then it was nice doing the Sydney ones. I think did Mellow Sydney as well. Yeah, and then I did like 3 sort of events in 2023.
Yeah.
But then last year, 2024, I decided to just step it up and do as many as I could.
Yeah.
I was sort of like not worried about applying for like events anymore.
Yeah.
So it was just like, I'll just go for it, really.
Just go for all of them
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Yeah. Because it like you won't know if you get in until you actually just do it.
Yeah.
So like I just applied for anything. So like I sort of got rid of that sort of worry about like, should I apply? Should I not apply? Because like I did quite well for the like previous events, and I'm just like, I could actually make this a thing. So like last year I did I think 6 or 7 events.
Wow.
Including conventions as well, which is like a whole another sort of ballpark.
Yeah.
Smash was like one of my biggest sort of events back in last year. So I was just like, this is absolutely crazy that I can like do this and like I guess actually make this much money as well. And then this year, or previously in 2024, I did work full-time. So it was juggling art with full-time work. So it's just like full-time work, going home to, I just guess, draw, trying to get things like manufactured, made up and everything like that.
Yeah.
That was like pretty intense for like the whole year last year. So this year I decided to maybe step it back because I was like, I really need to sort of take care of my health a little bit more, take care of myself. So I found a new job, started working part-time, and then trying to focus on my art a bit more. So I've done quite a few events already this year. I think I've sort of matched last year's events already, and I have a few more lined up. So
it's only halfway through the year.
Yeah. So it was pretty exciting.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So what do you do for your full-time job?
I'm actually a pharmacist.
Yeah.
So I work in a community pharmacy. So that involves like sort of interacting with patients, sort of like the usual stuff is like, you probably know, is like dispensing a prescription and then giving out to a patient. But I guess there's a lot more sort of involved that people don't realize.
Yeah.
So like whenever you are taking in a script, there's a lot of sort of legalities with scripts and medications and things like that. But you're always sort of checking if medications like interacts with their other medications.
Oh, true.
Obviously, like new medications, you sort of have to go through the medication with the patient so they understand what it's for, what sort of side effects it has, what sort of things to look out for. But like, it's not just about, I guess, the medications. As a pharmacist, you're sort of looking after the sort of whole patient. So it's like you have to look at their sort of lifestyle and things like that, because lifestyle does help a lot. Sort of your diet, exercise, everything like that. You sort of, it's a holistic sort of point of view of care. So, I got into pharmacy because I just really want to help people, and then pharmacy allowed me to do that. So, and that sort of in community, you get a lot of sort of rapport with people. So you see them sort of every month, and you see how they're going, and you keep up to date with them. Try to get them sort of healthy and things like that. Medications is such a big sort of thing in their life as well. So like for some people, medications like absolutely like necessary to sort of like keep them going. So we want to be sort of like the caretakers of that to make sure the medication's working how it should, that they're not having issues, that their health is sort of going well and such. So and then pharmacists have been sort of getting a bigger sort of role as well. So like vaccinating, we can actually sort of prescribe certain things as well. So like for certain infections, so urinary tract infections are quite sort of a common thing.
So we don't have to go to a doctor anymore for that.
So you can go to some pharmacies to get that done. So you need special training. So the pharmacist has to go through sort of training to do that. Obviously they'll ask sort of questions to sort of see if your diagnosis is a urinary tract infection. Obviously, if there's any red flags, we'll have to refer to a doctor. So it's sort of because sometimes it's quite hard to get into a doctor these days. So like just being accessible and like having that opportunity to like talk to patients and be able to sort of give them medication in a timely manner,
Yeah.
like helps a lot. So
Yeah.
pharmacist role was sort of like expanding, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's quite fulfilling to be able to like help
that's
people, like when they recognize you,
Yeah.
know your name and things like that. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay.
then I guess like some days I'm just like, oh, I'd rather just draw.
Yeah.
But yeah, so pharmacy's been quite nice.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
cat. Cat. Oh. You're blocking Nancy.
What you doing? Ow.
Sorry, where were we up to? Oh, yeah. So I was going to ask you, so currently you say you work part-time.
Yeah.
So is that like 3 days a week, 2 days a week? What does that look like?
3 days. So I
Yes.
usually work Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday,
And
Friday,
then
Saturday. Okay.
cover shifts here and there once in a
Yeah.
while. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. Usually just the 3 days, and then I think next month I've taken up a lot of shifts, so I'm pretty much probably full time next month. But
Oh, okay. And is
but
it just
yeah.
like random time? It's not like 9 to 5 kind of?
I do 12 to 8 on Thursday, 10 to 6 on Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday.
Oh, it gets
So-
earlier and earlier.
Yeah, so I guess it depends on where you work. Like previously I worked like 8 to like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So I
oh
worked early and then went
early.
home like early.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
I guess it depends where you work. But
Yeah.
like those were the like shifts that were on offer, so I just accepted them.
I see.
Yeah.
So what does your day-to-day kind of look like now?
Now this year with sort of part-time work, I've been going to Pilates lately.
Nice.
So I did do like Pilates sort of 5 days a week early in the morning. I'd get up. I'd have to motivate myself to do that because like I don't like doing it any other sort of time of the day.
Yeah.
So, but it was kind of good doing it in the morning because I'd be like, I would wake up and then I'll be
Yes.
able to do other things as well. So,
Yeah.
like on my days off, I'd go home from Pilates and then, and usually try to like work on something for my art, whether it be like drawing or I guess maybe updating my shop or trying to make content.
Yes.
Content's hard to make, but
Yeah.
I'll try to do that. Or like I guess organizing with like manufacturers to make my things, or doing things like business related, doing spreadsheets and things for
God.
business and things like
Yeah.
that. And then like that would be like my days off and things like that. I would mainly try to just work on my business a little bit and then make sure I go sort of exercise. On my days where I'm actually like doing my pharmacy job, also exercise in the morning.
Nice.
My Thursday 12 to 8, I'd do like art and stuff in the morning, and
Yeah.
then it'll be like around 11:30 where I get ready to go to work and be
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to do more art, but then I have to go to work. But then yeah, like go to work, normal day to day, pharmacy sort of job. Place I work at is quite sort of relaxing. Everyone knows how to do everything, so it's been sort of quite chill for me. So don't have as much sort of responsibility as my previous place, but I guess it's more sort of stress free as well. So like I can work there and just go home and not really worry about work after. So
Yeah.
that's been a nice sort of change in pace to my previous sort of place.
Yeah.
And then like on the other days, like I'd go home, I'll have time to like I guess meet up with friends or just spend time with
Nice.
family, things like that. So
Yeah.
that's my main sort of days now. So I've been getting into gym instead of Pilates, so I've been doing a mix of Pilates and gym. So I go gym with my partner, so that's a nice little thing that we do. So yeah, those are sort of my like main sort of things that I do. I try to sort of keep it balanced with everything, with work, my art,
Yeah.
my health, taking care of myself,
Yeah.
spending time with friends, family, and things like that. So,
Yeah.
previously it was a bit harder to like balance all that because it was sort of all just work all the time. But like now sort of working part-time in pharmacy and then trying to like split everything up sort of more evenly. It's been much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm glad to hear that this year has been more balanced for you. I hope when you start taking up more shifts,
Yeah.
it doesn't get too hectic again.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Okay, so you mentioned about like doing conventions versus like art markets. How do you find it being different for your store?
I guess the conventions sort of they have different sort of people going to them. There is always sort of like an overlap between the two.
Yeah.
To like the markets we've been to, like especially Mellow, there's a lot of more theming to it. So I always try to like, I always like making new products for every sort of market or con,
Yeah.
which isn't, I guess, possible for everyone to do.
Yeah.
But I try to always make something that goes with the theme for the markets.
Nice.
Markets usually feel like, I guess, more cozy and catered
Yeah.
compared to like a convention. Conventions, I guess, more, I guess, commercialized a bit sometimes. Conventions, like, there's way more artists, and then for either of them, you sort of want to stand out some way. So in what I'm doing, I'm trying to make my stand look different
Yes.
to everyone else. So like
Yeah.
I've been sort of growing my stand up. So like I think I first had like a little sort of, I had blue panels and things like that.
Yeah.
Which I didn't see many people have, but and then I think Mellow last year or something, I put a roof in, and it made it look like a little bakery. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can go like more with this display. I'm like, I
Gosh.
feel like a lot of people don't like go for like a bigger display because it is a lot of work to do.
Yes, to
a
do
bigger
and to
display.
carry. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of like heavy lifting and things like that, the display. But I'm like, people are getting like, I guess, attracted by the display, and then they stay for the art, which is, I'm just like, oh, this is a bit of a good idea, because like it's like not many people doing it, so why not do it myself as well? So, and then Mello gave me the opportunity. They had like a theming for like the ocean, things like that, and I've always like, at the start when I was making like my sort of display, I'm just like, oh, I want to be like a little food shop, maybe like a little Japanese sort of feel. And then like with Mello, I was just like, let's go all out. And then I did my little sushi stand sort of display. So like with the panels, we like cut out strips, put like gesso on it to get it like a texture, then painted it brown, stuck that all on, and it's like little sort of wooden look. And then it was just like,
Gosh.
we had like 4 suitcases to go up to Sydney, and I think maybe 1.5 or 2 was just display only.
Oh my
and I'm
gosh.
just like, we're going all out, but I'm like, when it came to the day and we set it up, so many people were saying like, this is such a nice display.
Yes.
And
It was
I'm like,
insane,
yeah.
Nancy. You had no idea. I actually missed your store because I was looking for you, and I missed your store because I didn't realize that was your store.
Yeah, it was like, I really want to be like different and stand out.
Yes.
So like, as I said before, like a lot of people like see the display and they like get attracted to it, and then I guess the art like stays for it. And there's like a few people who said that as well. And then I had like comments where they're just like, I've been to so many conventions, markets and things, and this is like the best display I've ever seen. I'm like, what? And I'm just like, just a display can do like so much. And it's just like, I don't know how I'm going to up it, but I've been trying to.
Yeah.
And then since then I've done like, I guess I've had a larger table. There was a market where I did a half and half. So I did half of my sushi store and then half of my like little bakery. So it was just like a bit of the old and new display. I'm like, oh, this is a nice sort of thing. And then Smash, I had like a corner table. So I put in a little extra table and then made my store look like a little corner shop. And I'm just like, oh, it's so nice. But I'm like, oh, still thinking of like how I can like make it even bigger or better.
Oh my gosh,
like,
you're crazy.
But I don't even answer the question, but like, yeah, I guess market conventions, the audience is sometimes, I guess, different.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, they sort of, I guess, come for your art.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Like with conventions, I guess I cater it a bit more. Like if it's an anime convention, I'll draw like more sort of anime sort of things to attract to that sort of, because at the end of the day, it is business to me as well, because I want to sort of sell what sells to other people and what attracts them. So both markets and convention, they'll cater my sort of stock and stuff to the actual what type it is.
Yeah. Okay. Do you feel like you make more at conventions versus art markets, or is it very similar because you do cater towards the crowd, or?
It really depends. So, like Smash, for example, was sort of another level for me.
Yeah.
Like first Smash I did, and then the one I just did this weekend, they sort of like they're outliers because I literally like earn so much for those.
Oh,
The
wow.
next one up would be Mellow, but then I guess Mellow's quite established now,
Yes.
so like they
Yes.
have a name for themselves. They're so good on
Yes.
social media. Everyone sort of knows about Mellow. It's like the
Yeah.
first sort of like I guess cute art market that we have.
Yeah.
So like Mellow's probably almost on par with
Oh,
like Smash.
wow.
As opposed to like I guess other conventions, markets, they're most of them are pretty sort of similar.
Yeah.
But I guess with like places where they open their like first art market,
It's a
obviously
bit
they're
tough.
not as many I guess people coming, not as
Yeah.
established, so it's probably like a bit on the lower end. But
Yeah.
I'm always quite happy with like how much I sort of get from each sort of
Yeah.
thing.
That's so good.
But yeah, I guess it depends from event to event. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So for me,
And then do you feel like your setup has impacted your sales as well?
yeah, I feel
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, as I said, like some people get attracted by the display, and then I guess they stay for the art as well after.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so before you mentioned a bit about content and you finding it a bit of a struggle,
Yeah.
yeah, like tell me more about that.
It's sort of like I either always forget to film the video, or
Yeah.
when I do film the video, I'm just like, oh, I need to edit it.
Yeah.
And then I'm a bit of a, I guess, perfectionist sometimes. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, is this video gonna just, I guess, capture the audience or not? I'm like, oh, should I
Yeah.
even post it or not? And it's just like,
Yeah.
and then I think I just get sort of lazy with like editing and things like that, and
Yeah.
then posting. So it's like hard. And then I sort of want to stay on top of the trends, but then the trends always changing, and it's just
Yeah.
like and I think at the end of the day, I always just like I just like drawing more than making videos. Yeah, more of an
Yeah.
like artist rather than video creator.
Yeah. But then it
So
comes with being a small business
yeah,
owner.
oh, you have to
Yeah.
do so much as a small business
Yeah,
owner.
for
You're like your own
sure.
accountant, your own
Yes.
manager, your own
Yeah,
PR. Yeah,
retail person.
literally.
Yeah. So, how have you approached making content these days, and what do you find has made it like easier for you?
I like making tutorials, I guess. So
Okay.
like, I guess posting those, I feel like that can help other people do the same thing as me, because like I feel like the barrier of entry isn't too hard. Sometimes I
Mm,
guess you do need money, but like if you think about like with stickers and things, a lot of people start off with just like printing out and cutting it themselves.
that's true.
So like you don't need like a Cricut machine or anything
Mm-mm.
to make your own stickers.
Mm,
You would just print it out and cut it out, and
mm,
then I sort of just want to create content so like people can feel like inspired that it's not that hard to like do that sort of thing. Just like I don't really talk about myself much on my social media, but like if I can just like inspire people to like
oh,
follow their sort of passions and dreams, that's what I really want to sort of do. But I guess my barrier of entry is making the actual videos, but
yeah.
I don't know if people actually like read my like captions and things for my posts, but I like always try to like mention like oh how I'm making something or like
Yeah.
things like that. So like if you like drawing, just like I guess go for it. Like from my experiences, it's just like you don't know until you really sort of try, and
Yeah.
then just want to sort of push people to like just do what they love. So yeah, like when I first like talk to you and you're like asking me that
Yes.
stuff, I don't know why people like I guess gatekeep like how they
Uh,
do things. I'm just like why not just share how my
yeah.
experiences are, like
Which helped
it's
so much, by the way.
yeah
Thank you.
it's like I guess so fulfilling to like help people. So I guess that's why I am in pharmacy. But then like in the art community, you can help people so much as well. Just give them advice of how to do things. I want to push sort of more content or like, I guess, where I got to where I am and like what my processes are, make it easier for them, because like obviously I went through lots of trial and error and things like that. Like making stickers isn't easy, like putting the laminate on like the stickers and stuff. Like people ask me like how I do it, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll try and make a video for you, even though it's like hard to make a video.
Oh, I love that. Well, good luck. I know the hardest part is like actually making the videos, but it sounds like you've found your niche or like what you want to create. So I think that's like a great first step. But yeah, I remember asking you all of those questions, and I was like trying to wrap it around my head because like I didn't have a Cricut at that time, so I was just like, how does the Cricut know where to cut? I was always so baffled by it. Like once I printed it out, how does it know? But it's like all in the software.
Yeah,
and
it
right?
is. And then like everything's so accessible these days. Like there's YouTube tutorials for everything these days. So like you can like pretty much learn everything these days. So I just watch those videos and like I'm a bit of like I usually skip tutorials and just try to learn myself. I was just like, oh, watch like half a video and be like, no, I'll figure it out. And then obviously I'll just trial and error until I get it right. But like each person learns a bit differently.
That's
but
so
like
true.
Everything's so accessible these days with the internet. So it's so much easier to like learn things and just
Nice. So aside from content creation, what do you think, well, I don't know if you have any, but what has been like your biggest struggle as an artist?
It isn't a problem I have currently, but there was like a point in time where like I guess numbers meant a lot to me. So like not getting as much likes for this, losing these followers, not getting as much followers. Because like at the start of my sort of journey, I would post like every single day, and that like actually as I said, it blew me up. Like I got like thousands of followers. I'm like, where these people come from? And then like it got to a point where like, oh yeah, I'm just looking at my figures like every day, and I get sort of caught up with that, and then it sort of started plateauing, and I'm like, well, what am I doing wrong? But then it was just like that sort of started like filling up my head with like, well, am I like not drawing as well anymore, or it's just like, do people not like my art? But then I don't know what the changing point was, but I'm just like, I guess figures don't really matter as long as you sort of draw what you like. So like I sort of started like pushing that aside. I'm like, oh, I don't really care, I just draw what I like. So like nowadays that's not too much of an issue. Like main issue is just like, oh, I just want to churn out more things for everyone. And it's just like, that can be stressful sometimes, but like I do enjoy it. Like a little bit of stress is okay for me. I sort of like live on like adrenaline sometimes. So I'm just like, but content creation is the main sort of struggle I have.
Okay, that's so fair. Me too. I feel you. Okay, nice. Next question. So, what is your favorite part about tabling for markets?
Meeting new people, like talking to people. Everyone's just so friendly in the community, and it's just like just forming these connections with everyone. There's so many artists that sort of just, I guess, inspire me to just keep on creating. And then all the interactions I have with people, they're like, oh, your art's so cute, your display is amazing. Or they like come in with their like phones and they have their little charms that they've bought from me previously, and they're just like, oh, this is the charm I got from you last time. I'm just like, oh, it just fills my heart up. And it's just like, it's always just like, I guess, good feelings after like a market, and it's just like, oh, I want to just keep chasing that feeling. And then I'm just like, that's why I just keep on applying for markets and cons, because I really just love that feeling in the community behind with like all the artists and all the people who just buy the art. Obviously like they do make a fair amount of money as well, so that's nice. That helps. But like just all the interactions with people just so sort of memorable, so that's what sort of keeps me going.
Oh, I love that. And is there anything that you struggle with when you table at markets?
I'm like naturally like an introvert, so I don't
Yeah.
really like talking. Like sometimes
Oh,
I'm next to like a person who's like super talkative with
yeah.
like their sort of customers, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, how do they do that? I'm like,
Aw.
I try to be friendly enough because like I've worked in retail, so I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh hi, how are you, and things like that. Like if there's something like I notice, I like compliment them on that or point it
Yeah.
out. But I'm just like, oh, sometimes it's just like
You
I
just
find
want
it
to
hard
sit
to yeah.
back.
I find it
Yeah.
hard to interact with people and to form the
Yeah.
connections. Like some people do it so naturally, and I'm just like,
Mm.
oh, why can't I do that like that person? But it's just like, oh, I just try to be as friendly as I can.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I guess
sometimes it's hard.
we all have our own strengths, right? Like you have this massive, beautiful store that naturally attracts people
Yeah,
in, and other people do that with their
yeah,
personality and
that's
their
right.
friendliness. So like we're all doing our best in our own
Yeah.
different ways. So yeah, okay. So I know you touched on like always wanting to draw things that you like, or like always like being like upping yourself with your store display and things like that. But yeah, aside from that, what would you say are your main guiding principles for your work, if you have any?
Well, like yeah, my main guiding principle is just to really draw what I like.
Yeah,
Because that's what I guess I'm passionate about, and
yeah,
what I like is just I'll enjoy that the most.
yeah,
I'd rather do that than sort of, I guess, follow the trends or be like, oh,
yeah,
what's the biggest anime coming out now? Let's draw that.
yeah,
Because like, what's the point of drawing something you don't really know or like?
yeah, yeah.
So like, I try to do that with my drawings.
Mm.
I feel like I don't usually have like certain messages behind my drawing. I just like it's cute, so I draw it. I like it, so I draw it.
No,
So
love that, love that.
that's what I just mainly do. So yeah, drawing is just like a relaxing way. It's like to so I like sort of just ending my day drawing, and
Yeah.
that sort of
Oh,
like
nice.
lets me switch off at night and
Yeah.
helps me sort of relax after sort of maybe a stressful day of work or
Yeah.
whatever I'm sort of doing at the end of the day. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Nice. I also have noticed that your packaging is amazing. Yeah, do you have any tips for people like trying to create their own packaging?
I personally like creating my packaging at home because like I do get my things manufactured elsewhere, but I still want like I guess a personal touch to it.
Yeah.
So I believe in having a packaging, and it's always good for branding as well. But like with packaging, I guess I try to keep it like on theme. So like I guess if it's a charm of like I guess Ghibli sort of charm, then I'll do like maybe like a drawing of Ghibli. So I guess it can be like a little piece of like art as well that people can sort of use for a different purpose. I really like designing my sort of business cards as well.
Yes.
So like I try to do like a little sort of artwork on my little business cards. So like even if you sort of don't end up buying something from me, you have something to take home with my art. So like I've been trying to do like a little dessert series, so I'm like on my third sort of design for dessert. So like I think my latest one is like a Mont Blanc. It just has a little ping somewhere sitting there, so it's sort of like a homage to my like initial drawings with the penguin and the food. So slowly try to do a design sort of every sort of year or every sort of 6 months, I guess.
Oh, nice. And then is it like people can collect
Yeah,
different ones
I don't know if people
at
notice
each
this,
market? Collect them all, guys.
but like I've been collecting my own business cards because
Nice.
I'm a big collector of business cards, so I
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Like I guess my latest sort of design that I really went all out was like I have like nigiri plushies, and I'm like I want to make it look like you're buying like an actual nigiri. So I actually got like food packaging.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I ordered like food, like a wooden sort of box with like the plastic sort of top for it, so it looks like a little nigiri packaging that you can bring home, and I guess you can reuse the box to do something else, or just keep the key ring in the packaging.
Yeah.
And then I also made like a little sticker with like a soy sauce and like the little grass thing that you have with the sushi. So I just put that in, so it feels like a little, I guess, experience when you like unpack it. So I guess I sort of want to like give people an experience with the packaging as well.
Yes.
So hopefully I can think of sort of more things in the future. I guess that goes in hand with like how I want to sort of display my things in my store. So it sort of adds to the feeling of like the sushi shop if it's like packaged in like a little sushi container.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I always find it like relaxing to like make my own packaging, even though it is a lot of work, but adds like a personal touch to it. So that's why I do it.
That's amazing. I'm like, how do you have the time to? I barely have enough time to like finish my products. And you're like here, like doing your amazing store and adding all these packaging. And I'm like, do you sleep?
Yeah, I do sleep.
Oh, that's good. That's good. How do you manage to like carry everything with you? Because your store display is so massive and you have like all these products as well. And especially when you're traveling interstate, how do you do it?
When I'm going interstate, I always have my partner, so that really helps. He does most of the heavy lifting, so like I really couldn't do everything without him.
Yeah.
And then like if I go interstate, like especially to Sydney, I have family here, so I bring my mom over as well. So I do get like 3 suitcases from three people. So literally fill up the suitcases to the top. Sometimes I have to purchase a second suitcase.
Yeah.
This time for like Smash, I've freighted things over to my brother's place as well, so I could bring as much sort of stock over. Or I'd get my manufacturer just send directly to my brother.
Smart.
So like all my mugs I got sent here.
That's true. You have like heavy ass items, like
heavy,
mugs.
Because I wanted to venture out from like stickers, prints, and things like that.
Yes.
Because everyone makes those.
Yes.
So I sort of want to venture into more sort of like, I guess, practical things. So that's why I made the mugs. I have bottles as well. So like maybe I want to do more, I guess, homeware things or things you can use.
Nice.
I do want to do apparel one day, but that's like a whole nother sort of, it's just like figuring out sizes and things like that. But like that would be like maybe a project in the future. But like I guess if I can make more sort of practical things, like I can still put my art in it, but then people can use it day to day, which is I guess useful. Like with my tote bag, I use my own tote bag.
Yes.
So I'm just like, oh, this is helping. Like I can travel with it and use it every day, and I guess it's more justifiable to buy things like if you can use it every day. Yeah. But like, yeah, we just packed suitcases full as we can. And just it's sort of like you have to prepare everything. You pack it ahead, weigh it.
Yes.
But yeah, and just hope for the best, and you don't go
over, please. Yeah. Oh, because that's always one of my struggles as well. Like making sure everything can fit. Yeah. But it's not just physically fitting, but also the weight.
Yes,
it's under the limit.
Weight is so hard because like I pack it like as much as I can, but then it's way too heavy, and then I take out all this stuff, and there's so much room, and I'm like, what is? And domestic sort of package is only like 23 kilos or something, and it's just like. I have so much room. I could like pack it full with more stuff. I'm like, I'll carry it if it's like 35 kilos, but I can't.
Oh
that's always a struggle, but like we somehow make it happen.
That's good. I'm glad you have your family members to help out as well, and also your partner. And like I love your mugs. Like I don't even like Pokemon, because I didn't grow up with Pokemon, but like your mugs, I'm like, oh my god,
I
love.
One for you.
Huh?
I bought one of my new ones for you. Yeah.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, thank you.
I'm like, I actually don't know if you like Pokemon, but you've bought my Pokemon stuff before.
Yes.
But I'm like, it's a mug at least, so you'll be able to use it.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited to open it. So out of all the products that you've created, which one's your favorite?
Ooh.
It's like choosing your favorite child.
Oh no, that's hard. I do really like the plushies I've made.
The sushi ones?
Sushi ones especially.
Yeah.
I initially made like the croissant and like the Swiss roll. And then like after I made that, it was just like crazy thinking like my 2D drawing has become like 3D. And it's just like, I don't know, I just found a good manufacturer and they made my vision come alive. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then the sushi one, I really wanted to do sort of something different. So like the sushi, I wanted to make the toppings detachable. So like I did like 4 different faces for the rice ball part,
Yeah.
and then there's 4 different toppings, so like salmon, tuna, like tempura, and like tamago.
Can you
So-
buy different toppings?
Yeah,
And then, oh my God,
yeah.
that's
So like the idea
cute.
was like mixing and matching, but like with the packaging, I guess people don't realize. I try to sell it to them that I can change it around, but you can basically pick your own sort of nigiri.
Yeah.
Mellow, I wanted to make it a sushi shop, and actually, like, you know, have you seen like the Jellycat videos where like
No.
they sort of like make the cake or burger and like package it like in like a real restaurant. I wanted to do that, but like I guess time didn't allow. So like imagine going to a sushi shop and building the nigiri and putting in the packaging for you. I wanted to make it an experience, but I guess the markets don't allow me to, because I have to like, I guess, serve all the customers and stuff like that.
Sounds like a line,
But,
a
like,
big ass line waiting for you.
Yeah, so like that was like a fun little thing, because like trying to figure out how to make them, I guess, detachable, so it just made it Velcro and things like that. And then like just forming the whole experience with the box and like everything. That was a fun little thing. I really like the mugs I made, because like I found out like a nice sort of shape that I wanted, and then obviously it's a design that I love, so just it's a nice sort of like cozy mug that like you can hold, which I like. But I usually, like, in terms of products, I always, at the end of the day, I'm just like, I want to make something that I would want to buy myself. So like if I'm not satisfied with how it looks, I won't sort of make it into a product. So I do just like, I guess, love everything that I've made.
Oh, I love that. I think that's really important.
Yeah.
Because I remember for my first market selling things that I was like, I personally won't buy this. So I love that you're doing that. Do you have any artist inspirations?
There's a lot of people, I guess, that inspire me. Obviously, I'm a big fan of like Ghibli movies, so Hayao Miyazaki. He's really good at, I guess, painting like a story with all his sort of drawings and movies and things like that. So he's a big sort of inspiration. There are like sort of artists that like I've bought like art books and things like that, and then I'll like look through the art books and that will inspire me. So there's like a Japanese artist that like draws a lot of sort of food. The username starts with like M or something. I probably can like link it to you and show you. Like the art book I have of them is like 100 days of sort of food drawings I do. And it's just like, I want to be up to that par and draw food as like beautifully as they do. So I guess that's like a challenge that I want to do one day, like just draw something every day, even though I don't need to post it, but just draw it for myself to, I guess, improve myself. Like all the people I sort of follow just keep me sort of wanting to draw.
Oh, I love that. Yes, and I can totally see how Studio Ghibli is like a huge influence for you as well. So I noticed that you and your partner travel a lot. Tell me more about that, and like, do you feel like that inspires your art?
Traveling is like, you always get so many sort of new experiences when you travel. Obviously you're going to a new country with a different sort of culture, different language and things like that. So we've traveled to Japan a few times, and then obviously Japan is like, I guess, Anime Central, or the artists and things like that. I've gotten like so many art books in Japan and things like that. And then you get just so many experiences with traveling, and it's sort of, I guess, fulfilling as well, because you always sort of look back at the photos or think about your memories back when you're traveling. You meet new people, you eat new food, you try to speak new languages and things like that. So it's one of those things where like, let's jump outside the box and just experience things, and I guess you can just grow from those experiences as well. So traveling's always been fun.
I love that. And you said that like you and your partner, you always try to travel at least once a year. Is that correct?
That's right. This year we're going to Taiwan, Hong Kong, so that'll be exciting. Looking forward to all the food and the experience as well.
Yes. I'm so excited for you, all the food markets and things like that.
That was okay.
I think that's the end of my questions. Anything else you would like to share?
I feel like everyone should just do what they love. Because and just always give things a go, because you don't really know how things will go until you try.
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't really matter if you fail, because like, you can just keep on trying and just get better each time and improve yourself, because like, you're not perfect in the end, but practice really just keeps on getting you better. So just live life without sort of regrets. Yeah, I don't regret anything about sort of starting my art journey, and it's actually been such a amazing experience, and it's just means so much to me that everyone's sort of supportive with everything. So yeah, just follow your passions.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that beautiful advice. Well, that's the end of today's interview. Thank you so much for being a part of Great Migraine Artist Stories. It's been so amazing listening to your story, and I know everyone will love to hear it as well.
Thank you. Yay! Thanks for having me.